Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to another Kalon Let's Play episode. I think we are starting in the exact same spot that we did last time, but now there are trees already added, and at the end of this episode maybe we will have succeeded in having added a couple of fillers, because that's what we're going to be working on today. So last episode we spent a little bit of time expanding our so-called cauliflower farm. That's kind of what I've been calling it. Now I'm noticing the elephant watering cans that are kind of samesies. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that. I did not notice that before. You know what? We might have to change this one over here. Let's just drop something that is kind of like in a bag maybe. Yeah, that could work. Okay, I'm gonna get like a different thing though, like maybe a fresh boba or something. I wish there was like a way for us to check how many zips were still left in a boba, because I don't know at all. And I have had it happen before that I accidentally left like an unfinished boba out in a DA. Yeah, we'll just try this one here. I don't know. And if it ends up being one that's already like half gone and someone picks this up in a DA, I apologize. Okay, this is my formal apology. I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't know if I'm happy with the... Actually, you know what? Those are fine. The clumpy weeds are totally fine. Then we drop this, and then we still would have the option of just turning it around so you don't... Oh, maybe actually just turning it around so you don't like even see the bear on it. Although the bear is also cute. Maybe the bear is also cute. Yeah, and then we're still looking for the picture. Okay. Focus though, my gosh, that was not what I was meant to do. Hello Dottie, welcome on in. I hear another mole cricket. All right, okay, well my new way of finding them is basically just spreading around weeds. That's why it looks like that up there, because I just stand in the spot where I kind of hear them and then start spreading around out some weeds. I was gonna do the same here, but it only took one, and then I just leave them there because I've reached the weed limit already, so that doesn't matter at all. And you know, that way they're quiet. They can't spawn there anymore because you couldn't dig them up, kind of, you know? Oh my god, because they are too loud. Okay, right, so trees in this area are definitely like pretty much placed. So now it is about time for us to do some filler decorations. Now, the first thing that we'll do is we will put some custom designs under the things that we've already put here, because, you know, no tile left behind, all the extra steps. Maybe not everything, but I definitely like there to be some shells just underneath our shell partition. And then I think we will actually go through and see if there are any special filler things that I want to use. Usually that's kind of how I do it. I mean, we've done a couple of fillers on this island already, so you probably know that, but like the first thing I try to do is kind of figure out some special things, like for example the bike or the like the shell partition. I did get an angled signpost, which I thought could be really cute for like indicating that there is the neighborhood here. I guess it would probably make sense to have it on this side pointing towards the right hand, but like that is already really busy. And I don't know if it'll look good here, because I feel like, again, this area already just is super busy. Maybe just on the bottom layer. I mean, I still like it, I think. But maybe that'll be here. You know, just kind of pointing up like that. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, and then I did grab, so I have a couple more wheat fields with me, and then I just have like the shell speaker, and I have some like garden rocks and stuff. I think apart from that, I got log stakes. Log sticks are also fun, and I do have a little bit of the blue fencing that you can see like around the farm, which I definitely wanted to bring over to here as well. So I did implement it on this side, and then I think I just need to implement it on the left and also probably on this right hand side. So we're gonna tackle like a little bit of filler stuff today. Okay, don't love it there. We're off to a good start. Maybe just like here in front. It seems a little bit weird from like where you're coming from, like at the start of the path right there. Also, by the way, my camera seems to have some issues lately with focusing, so if I'm ever out of focus, I do apologize. Never intentional, and usually it does end up like fixing itself again. But just in case you're like, hello. Yeah, I do apologize for that. I do apologize for that. All right. You know, I'm not supposed to work on this part over here. I was just thinking this could be perfect for like a wheat field moment though, to cover like the edge of the house there from this perspective here. You know, hug the house with wheat fields on one side and I guess some boxes on the other. And then maybe like this could be one piece of fence and then a shrub kind of here. And then this could be like a flower maybe. Okay, I kind of think I do like the fence there. I'm just trying to kind of bring it also a little bit further over to the side. Maybe like this could work if there are just some more like flowers around it. Yeah, I think that might be good. And then what about having a piece of fence right there? Yeah, maybe let's keep this a little bit more open. And instead, I mean, we can definitely add some fencing here. And then maybe just like a singular fence kind of on this side. Yeah, I think that might work in terms of like framing the farm. Okay, I like that. Right, so that's it for the fencing. Now let's go ahead and get a couple more wheat fields and then we will spread, because I used my wheat field in a spot where I didn't even intend to decorate, so that's great. Okay, so I'll grab a couple more of the wheat fields and then I'll spread those around and then from there we'll fill up the rest with like shrubs and flowers, I think. Okay, I do have some over here. I think it could be fun if we maybe include somewhere over to this side also. Okay, so maybe one here. Okay, and then again, partially behind the tree maybe? I don't know if that leaves the space here too open. I wonder if I have any tall garden rocks because I have like garden rocks, flat garden rocks, and the pond stone with me. But like maybe a tall garden rock in that spot could be kind of nice, which I don't have. I think I might not have them because I was like, that's too dark. So, I mean, I guess we could work with something else instead. Let's see what else we have. I mean, we could put like a log stool with just something on top of it maybe. Or I still have some stacked bags with me. Those could also work. I just don't really know what to put on it. I mean, the shell speaker? Is that too many shells in one area though? Maybe like this, and then a flower next to it? That's like almost too hidden, not gonna lie. Maybe like this, and then a flower in front of it. Yeah, and I mean, the flower would basically hide the bags maybe. Why don't we try that? I think I kind of want to try that maybe. All right, I think this over here could definitely be a couple of flowers and shrubs. I think that's perfectly fine. Let's put the pond stone maybe like right here. Now it's a little awkward because I have a puddle on the cliff up above already, but we can maybe just work with some rocks and filler flowers here and then do the pond stone just in front of that tree. You know, kind of like this here, and then with a flower right there and stuff. I think that works, yes. I don't know if I need something else over to this side. I think maybe not. I think maybe that's fine. All right, let's put some wheat fields right here as well, because I think this is kind of a good spot right in front of this tree. So we're gonna put some flowers and some leaves right there. And then I'm gonna add a wheat field and another one just in front of the tree there. Kind of like this. Yes, I like this. I like this. And I have one more pair of wheat fields with me, which could be good somewhere on this side. Maybe like halfway in front of this tree and then towards the front. Okay, puddle because close to like a little river, and then maybe some shells over to the side. I do think I want to fill the gap in front of the fence there just with a flower. So we're going to put the wheat fields kind of this way around instead. Which actually is the very same as on the side there, so maybe not. Maybe the other way around, kind of hugging it just like this here. And then maybe this will be the garden rock. Okay, so kind of like that. I mean, you'll probably not like see it much, to be fair. Okay, I still have some log sticks with me, but I don't think I'll use them since I have already used like the regular fencing kind of in this part. And then I have a flat garden rock that could be used still. Maybe like on the cliff here, but I think I'd rather use like a flower, and then everything else you basically don't really see that much. So I think we're gonna get rid of the stuff in my pockets now. I'm gonna get rid of like the trees And also the other things, I will grab like a couple more wheat fields maybe, because I think we can still use those like up with the other stuff. I'll keep the flat garden rock just in case we want to use it, and then we will grab a whole bunch of like shrubs and flowers instead. And that should help us kind of fill the rest of this up. Also, maybe some dropped shells could be kind of cute. Okay, let's grab like 2 more pairs of wheat fields. Okay, and then I'll definitely have to replenish my shrub storage like in the future. But so we got hydrangea, tea olive. Do I have more azalea? Oh yeah, I have white azalea starts. I have like azalea and plumeria in both colors. That's a little confusing. Okay, and then hibiscus. Hibiscus, and did I already have tea olive? I think I might already have tea olive. Okay, shrubs are here. Now let me grab some flowers. And there we go. I did have a little bit of trouble squeezing everything in, but here we are. Let's go ahead and get started. So I think I would first of all start in the corner here with a shrub. I want to do maybe a plumeria. And then I do think we desperately need a little bit of blue in this part. So I'm going to use maybe like a hyacinth right here. Yeah, and then maybe something else kind of like here. Let's do a pansy and like a tea olive or something like a little bit lighter right behind it. Kind of like this. And maybe the hyacinth could be moved a tile further to the front, and then this will just be filled with like a little clump of wheat. Or we'll try and find something that we can move like halfway in front of the bike. I think that part is just missing like a little bit more coverage in front of like the wheel. All right, and then I think I'm gonna put a shrub right here as well. I think we're gonna use a hydrangea. And since I kind of like the green, just like filler stuff here, I'm gonna use just the wheat here. And then maybe like a mum in this part right there. I don't think anything else here could be anything, right? No, okay, no more place, that's okay. We'll already prepare this with a little filler. This time maybe we can use some flowers. Shall we use some more blue maybe? Let's use some more blue in that part. Okay, and then maybe here just kind of like a lily of the valley, which I currently don't have with me. Just so, you know, it kind of has a couple of like soft, like flowery vibes, but it doesn't actually cover the area that much. Okay, and then this will be a clump of wheat, I think. Just like the one on the side there. Okay. And then maybe this here can be a flower. Maybe this can be a pink one. Pink mum. And then like a shrub right there with the azalea. And then a weed to change it up because this will be a flower. And then this here can be a flower again. Maybe a Cosmo. I think a Cosmo could be kind of cute. All right, let me grab the Lily of the Valley so we can see the side part there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, wait, that is not my favorite. You know what? Maybe we will take this weed again, put the Lily of the Valley there instead, and then drop a tiny little shell in front of the partition to kind of continue the shell vibes, if that makes sense. Okay, over here to the left, I think we should definitely have something in front of the seed bag, which honestly also could be something blue, but that would be a little bit too much, I think. Unless maybe we can do like a white tulip and then use something blue next to it. So like that'll be the blue one. Yeah, that might be okay. Okay, in that case, I think this will be a little shell custom design. Maybe just like a smallish one though, like just this one here. I said smallish and then I used like the biggest shell design I have. Maybe just like this one here. You know, since we'll drop something on top of it anyways. Okay, that seems good to me so far. We'll continue with maybe a darker shrub here to the front. And then maybe just like a weed. Changing it up every once in a while. And then maybe this can be like a white flower. Maybe a hyacinth. Yep, that could work. That could work. I think that kind of looks cutesy. We'll have to wait for like the shrubs to grow in, of course, to once again like fully be able to judge an area. That kind of always happens. But I think so far that's kind of okay. Okay, is this a tea olive? No, I think that's an azalea, right? Let's put a plumeria right here. Nope. Actually, I meant in front of the bamboo tree here. And then this will just be like a weed. Once again, I will kind of like, I will use a couple of things and then fill the rest with weeds because I do think that it looks quite nice when there's something like everywhere. But of course, that's not a must. I know a lot of people don't want to fill up their islands this much, which is absolutely just as valid, of course. Okay, let me get the lighter weeds maybe. Nope, not the clumps. The lighter ones. Not the clovers, the lighter ones. There we go. 700 hours later, I did manage to get it. Okay, and then, I mean, we've got some flowers on this line here, but I do think we definitely should continue with more over here anyways. Maybe a pink lily? It's kind of like one of the only ones I haven't used in the area just yet. Yeah, I think that's good. Pink lily, and then we should definitely bring over something blue again, maybe here. Let's do the windflower in that part right there. And maybe the tulip, maybe a white tulip in front of this. I don't know if that's too much white in the part that you see from like the entrance there. That could be fine though. I think that could be fine. We could technically also still change the bike to be like a blue version. I think with everything going on though, that might then be like too much blue actually. I don't really think there's a... I think there's a white and there's like a light blue customization. I don't know if there's like anything else really that we can use. Okay, all right. That seems to be okay for me so far. Now, if we want another flower just on this cliff right there, I almost kind of want to make that a blue hyacinth also. Is that going to be too much? That might be too much. Let me try that. Okay, so we'll do a blue hyacinth here. And then we'll probably put like a flower here too, right? Should this be a white lily then? That does kind of work. I did just think though, what if we take away the white lily? Could I put a wheat field there instead? Not really in like a pair, right? Well, oh wait, actually maybe if I just put it on half a tile. So if I put one here and then the other one like halfway behind it. And then this is just some wheat fields, but there's like a little bit of gapping, right? There's like a few open spaces there that could be avoided. Yeah, let's avoid. Let's avoid those, shall we? We'll put the white lily back and then we'll shift one of the wheat fields just like partially behind the tree. I think that might work just as well. Yeah, so that one just goes there. You kind of have like no gapping from the bottom there maybe. It's not ideal, but I think it kind of is okay, right? Yeah, and then this one here might be a tea olive. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Let me get a shell to drop, and then the other thing that we needed, like something miscellaneous to place in front of the bike. Now my mind immediately goes to decorative bottles again. But then I don't know, I don't want to spread around bottles everywhere because I feel like that might give off the wrong vibe. Like, you know, it's not like that, you know? Bottles kind of are the best though. I don't know if maybe I need to go like miscellaneous item shopping again because I feel like with the options that we have, it just might be the best. I have the white version. Not really a fan of those most of the time. Or I have the blue version. Is that too much blue? Does that ruin the calm vibes? Actually, I think I kind of like it. Maybe I kind of like it. Yeah, also, you know what that does? It hides the hyacinth a little bit, which I think makes this one up on the cliff work like a tiny bit better. Am I overthinking this? Absolutely. Absolutely, that's what I always do when I decorate. I'm not sure I like the seed bags over here. I like the shelf speaker there, I think. I just don't know if I want to maybe put it on like a different item. Is the seed bags? I don't know. Okay, also briefly, I think I would want this to just maybe be like a vine. So let's maybe also add just like a little bit of a shell moment right there and put a vine up here, and then maybe we can already put a flower right there. Is a hyacinth too much? They're just like one of the prettiest flower. Like I can't change that, you know? I can't help the fact. And then maybe we'll do a dirt patch or the flower wreath underneath the signpost. And then we just got that one already like established for the future. I think we can leave the custom design on it too This is leading to like a bunch of houses after all. I did plan on having like this path here maybe anyway. So yeah, actually, you know what? Whenever I decorate something on this island so that like the filler stuff is done, I'm always like, ah, I like it. Even though it's so pink, I think I do like it. This might be a theme that I very much enjoy. You know what? Since we have a ladder here, I'm also gonna add a couple of, actually maybe just a dirt patch. Maybe just a tiny dirt patch here. And then maybe this will just be like a little weed. Yeah. Yeah. So you can just, it's kind of open. You can kind of walk here. Or maybe let's switch the little weed and the flower, I think. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. And then maybe we can add a blue flower just behind this. Slightly hidden, a little bit. This is stunted, that's good. I think I'll just do a weed here for like ease of walking around. And then maybe we can do a flower right here. Could this maybe be like a lily? Yeah, and then we'll do like another weed. We don't need to cover stuff like too much when the weeds just kind of work, right? Oh yeah, and then here we need to keep it kind of open so you can walk around because it was kind of supposed to be somewhat of a like secret passageway, I guess. Maybe this here could be a tulip, and then we'll do another weed here. I don't have any more white tulips with me. Okay. Couple of fillers. Now what would I want on top of the cliff? Actually, you know what? I think another lily of the valley maybe could be nice. And then maybe this is just another weed. You know? And then here, lily of the valley. Okay, I refilled my pockets, as you can see. Also, that just reminds me, I actually got rid of the fencing. I need to put that fencing back into place. I just took it down for like being able to get around. But that's kind of beside the point now that everything's kind of grown in and I can barely walk. Oh yeah, we should use shells more often as fillers, not gonna lie. I mean, as you can see, I use like a lot of flowers in my decorating. I just think flowers are one of the best things to use because first of all, they're pretty. You can walk through them. Like there's just so many reasons to love them, you know? Okay, so let me see. Again, most of this you're probably not going to see anyway. You are going to see that little spot there, which I think I'm actually going to just check out. Also, I want to see how much of this is visible from the bottom tier. Like if you stand here, I guess the part like next to the bamboo would maybe be somewhat important. Apart from that, you really are not able to see any of these things. Oh, and then this actually barely matters either. I think maybe we're just gonna put a little weed up there. Yeah, because like the coconut tree like basically just blocks it. All right. I did bring my little tulip though. I had a tulip for here. There we go. And then with that, let's climb up and figure out a couple of these spots. So, yeah, wheat field maybe in front of this. I mean, next to this, and then maybe halfway in front, and then we can still use like a shrub and a flower also, which I think that could help the blocking from the front, right? Right. So wheat field here. Then, because I still remember, I'm also just gonna go and put just a weed right there. That way nothing like, I mean, there's nothing really growing there anyway, but that way nothing can like spawn that we don't want to spawn. I think that's like my main reason for covering everything is always just the fact that I don't want things to grow that I didn't mean to grow, right? And then you have like double flowers and it's annoying and like there is like the entire trick of just being like putting like see-through pixels and therefore kind of covering a couple of tiles and everything. Well, let's be honest, I'm too lazy for that, I think. So yeah, we're doing this instead. We're just spreading around weeds instead. That's how I do it then. Okay. I mean, can I get a different weed here? That would be great. Okay. Yeah, and then I mean, this can be like a shrub maybe. Let's do hibiscus. And then let's do like a blue hyacinth. And then right here is going to be another shrub. This will be hydrangea. And then in front of it, we'll do a pink mum. I think that might be kind of good. And then Let's add a shrub right behind this wheat field. We'll just do like a tea olive. Looks a little bit different from the hydrangeas we've used. And then I think we'll put like a flower here where I'm standing, which maybe could be something blue. Let's do the blue windflower, and then we'll use a clump of wheat just in between. And then do I have some more open space here? I do. Okay, how about also just covering it with weeds? I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I will definitely like use a few more shrubs here to the front, because that'll help like, you know, cover a couple more spaces. Maybe we'll do plumeria and azalea right there. Good, okay, okay. I'll need something blue here. I'll do a windflower, and then maybe we can do another lily of the valley in front of the tree there. Yes. And then maybe like a weed and a cosmo. This is just being completely random. I think you can probably tell. But I mean, honestly, I think that's just how fillers go. Like oftentimes it is just about making decisions, which is hard. Not gonna lie, that is a very hard thing to do. Is that it? I think that's it, maybe. I think that is all the space is kind of covered. Again, not all of them perfectly. Actually, you know what? In this case, I'm going to switch around the shrubs in the sense that I think so. This goes further back, but it's still going to be like our azalea. Yes. There we go. And then we're going to put two weeds again. And then this here to the front will be the plumeria. So it's kind of more blocked off from, I think, the downstairs maybe. The downstairs and upstairs thing, I'm not ever going to be able to get rid of that anymore. Like, that's just ingrained now. Okay, also this is behind Nook's Cranny, so also whatever, you know, whatever. We'll make this one a shrub, maybe a hydrangea, and then we'll make this one maybe a flower. Maybe something pink. Do I have a mum already used? No, mum it is then. There we go. Okay, we got weeds. Here should be, maybe this can be a shrub for us. So we'll do, we have a pretty dark one up there. So we'll do tea olive. We'll do tea olive and then maybe add a flower right there. Maybe a, do I have another tulip? I do have another tulip. Okay, cool. We'll use this then. Maybe some more clump of weeds. Maybe some dropped shells here. I just saw that in my pockets. I was like, there was something about wanting to use that more. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. And sea snail, grab one, drop. Okay, perfect. All right, and then that goes all the way over to the side. So pretty much this entire cliff should be decorated now. This should be filled. Yeah, we can also probably maybe use another vine here. Why not? Right? Yeah. Fillers are so fun. They can be. I would say they really can be. It's just, yeah. It's the repetition that sometimes can take a little bit of the joy away from it, I guess. And then there's areas just like this where you're like, okay, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the tulip needs to move. I was thinking that maybe because of the mum cushion, that wouldn't be the perfect spot, and I think that was right. So maybe this will just move over here, and then it'll be okay if like the rest of this is just weeds. Yeah, I still want to be able to walk here, so let's make this one a flower. Maybe actually also a blue one. And then let's make this one a weed, and then maybe this one a flower again. And then maybe close to this could be a shrub. Would that be annoying for walking around purposes? I think that'd be okay. And then maybe another dropped shell. Still have them with me. Still might use them, you know. So sea snail, grab one and drop it. Thank you. And clump of wheat goes here. That's a lot of clovers in one space, not gonna lie. Can I maybe get the clumps? Oh, clump of weeds, please. You know, like this. See, and then if I've got, I mean, I'll put a weed here, but I think that should be fine, right? If I walk around like this, I don't think the shrub there will be a bother. So, you know, clump of weed here. Not clump of weed, it was a clover, but that was okay in that spot. And then here, should we hide another lily of the valley? in between, peeking through. I think that would be very cute there. Okay, so I'm gonna get a piece of fence, one singular piece of fence, and a lily of the valley. And then the fence goes here. There we go, with the shrub back in place, please. God, taking everything apart just for one singular piece of fence. Oh, but look! Now that everything's like covered, I mean, if you tilt it this way, you see that I've used a bunch of weeds. Don't do that, okay? I'm just kidding. I think that's okay. I think it's no secret that weeds are being used in filler decorations, right? But yeah, I think I like this. I think this is shaping out nice. I still haven't gotten the Lily of the Valley. Okay, BRB. Okay, I got it. I got the Lily of the Valley. Here we go. And yeah, I like that. That's cute. Just peeking through, you know? I don't even know if we have 5 stars by the way. I think that we probably reached it at some point. But I don't know if like, I don't think the shells count for dropped items, to be honest. And I don't know if we have anything else really that's dropped, but I don't know if we have 5 stars. Okay, so we filled up this space over here. Let me just double check. We did kind of do this entire part wrapping around the cliff, at least on like the upper levels, basically until this point right here. And we pretty much did the fillers, I mean, I guess like partially around the farm. I guess we didn't do that one spot right there. Do you think that should be a flower? No, right? That should be a, you guessed it, a little weed. Okay, so we'll put one here. Okay, there we go. There's still a couple of tiles towards this side, I guess. And then around our farm in general. Okay, I do have like a white mum with me. Definitely haven't used them a lot because around the cauliflower farm it seemed a little bit weird sometimes, but I guess that would be like a good moment for that. Okay, let's add some more weeds just kind of in between here, like in between the pathing. Let's do this the other way around. I want this to be the lighter one and then the clover like by the lily. And then maybe like a pink mum here. And then I'm wondering if it's weird. It's probably weird to have a shrub there. So I guess like maybe just a little weed as well. Okay, we'll focus on this part in I think one of the next episodes because I think we'll do like a neighborhood decorating kind of filler episode very soon, either the next or the one after. But just for completion purposes, I think we should definitely do these couple of tiles here. So I kind of almost want to put a shrub here. You have a few like tiles behind it, or like actually just the one, and you don't see this one. So I guess we're just gonna do it like this. And then I do have like a plumeria with me. Would that work? Is that not, that's a, you can plant something. There we go. I was gonna be like, what? Okay, you can definitely plant something there. And I think it's just, it looks a little bit just like foliage, so I think that's nice. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Should I do another hydrangea shrub here, as though these are just growing next to each other on the farm? That one technically isn't part of the farm, but you know what I mean? And then this is a clump of weed, and then we'll have maybe another shell like right here on this part. There we go. And then this here will be a flower. I just don't really know. Oh wait, there's two blue hyacinth here. Okay, wait, we can maybe change this one into a, we got one up there too, but I think those are far enough apart. Let's change this one into a pansy. And then maybe we can do, just because there's like the white hyacinth downstairs, I think we're gonna do a, should we do windflower? Or should we do lily? Maybe lily. Let's do pink lily in this part. And this will be clump of weed. All right. Yeah, I think that could work. Once again, I believe this is probably not going to be the most highly frequented area unless you kind of go up here for like a picture, which does have like a little bit of a double flower moment, I guess, if you have the lily there with the hyacinth, but I think that's okay, right? I think that's okay. And then, you know, the pansies back there. In case you haven't been here when we first started planning this, which has been like a couple of episodes now, the pansy, like rotten turnip thing over there, definitely not the way that is supposed to look in the end. It's gonna have more like fresh turnips. So, you know, the turnips would be like cream colored, I guess, white or cream colored. And then the pansies, I basically just want to freshly plant because the, oh my God, come on. Because the little like pansy sprouts actually kind of look like the greens of the turnips. Yeah, if we ever get, no, actually when, we're not going to be pessimistic, when we get to finishing this farm, I don't know why I'm distracting myself with this right now, then we are definitely going to be, yeah, kind of trying that out to see the final result, I guess. Okay, so anything behind this path is going to be kind of for like a future episode because again, I feel like that's more part of the neighborhood. And then anything here we'll do when we kind of focus on the fillers around the resin surfaces or kind of like towards the side there. So we still have a little bit of time for that. But, you know, we have some fillers along the path here, which like, I mean, that's kind of cute, right? Especially with the signpost here, I feel like that's really, really, really adorable. You know, like this frame right here, I do think we should time travel so we can see the shrubs fully grown. So let's do that and I'll meet you right here again. And there we go. Alice also, you know, checking out the new area. I think it's very cute. I like the shrubs in this frame for sure. And then I think, you know, everywhere around. I mean, they're just kind of like sprinkled everywhere. I don't know if there's maybe any that I find a little bit weird or upsetting. I can also walk through this part, so that's good. Those two next to each other are also totally fine. I think this is good. I think this is good. Patty, that is not that. Oh, whatever. That's okay. Whatever. All right, so we will leave it at that for now, and we will continue with more probably like filler neighborhood-ish type of decorating next time. I think it might be time for us to also frame like where the laundry area would be. I do think we can probably already do that from like this this moment right here. Someone lost their little bag. Oh no. But yeah, I think we did some good work today. I'm kind of happy, and you know, finishing areas is always kind of rewarding because every time you walk through them, it can be like a very, I don't know, just very, very nice thing to have like a finished area of every once in a while. So, I mean, don't look at the weeds in the top left, please, but you know what I'm saying? All right, so with that, I would say thank you all so much for watching. Make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss the next decorating in this Let's Play or also any of my other videos, of course. And then I do hope that you have an amazing time until I see you in my next video. All right, bye everyone.